Me.
Hey, you got this. You got this.
I'm not worried about it. I'll have a good time. All right, what's up, fellas? What's up, Defjam669? I got a game, league game with lead floor, Bengals user, AFC North, affiliated league. Let me get this stream shared. All right, guys, Defjam669 versus Lead Floor, affiliated league. Props to Almighty for rebooting the league. I know this is affiliated league 2.0. He had his first league 1.0. We had a player dump, and we had a user player dump, and that's just never a fucking good thing. That's always whack as fuck. So he had to reboot the league, and at that point I decided to join. And Jags versus.
And off we go on EA Sports.
We're gonna see how this game goes. It's been a while since I've streamed.
No run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
I have not liked our internet provider service. I haven't liked it, so I haven't streamed because I haven't liked the quality of it. But we're gonna roll with it. Try to put out a show for everybody in the league. Hopefully it's a good one.
They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10.
Ooh, walked right into him.
There's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he
fucking. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down.
All right, already putting the Jags down in a bad spot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare.
And he will take it on in.
Gotta run the rock when you got him.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
All right, Jags down 7-zip already. Better clean my act up. First pass of the game, I think, is what that was.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line.
That was my second pass. First pass was went out of bounds. Sideline catch. Homie didn't get the feet in.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Bates right there protecting that shit in the middle.
Looking to throw Lawrence.
Oh my God.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Wow.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6.
That fool fucking covered that range real good. Fuck.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Come on.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block.
You let me know if that's me or is that just
and
my
they get it
fucking
done.
TV
Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like
completely shutting down that passing game.
Falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
6-6, bullet high. Now. Hey, 2. Get.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Shelling through the defense. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Etienne with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Logo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 24. Check 24.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full
Looks like I'm
seasons
gonna have
at
to run the
Clemson, not
rock.
something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Go, 8 read. 61, matchbox lights.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
Fuck, a double
They'll
G.
get 9 there as that sets him up better for
Oh, there we
third
go.
down.
Smoke a little 420
Brandon,
twin.
defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed
Smoke a little
watching
herb
how
for the birthday
defense
boy.
stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Happy birthday, Lead Floor.
Nice play,
This hit's
even
for
though it
you.
was complete. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes
really
ago
good.
because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, excuse me.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 14-0 the score. This
Oh,
is
that
the
was a
NFL
bad first quarter
on
for the
EA
Jags.
Sports.
Bad first quarter. We need to get some points right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, high 7.
Lawrence. Got his man.
Good
It's
job.
caught.
Good job.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Attaboy, Jags.
Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here.
Hopefully I can warm up.
Makes it
You guys got me
14-7.
fresh. Got me on some fresh sticks on this. Oh God, that first quarter was definitely fresh sticks. Let's see if we can maintain some competitiveness on the defense. Sure you guys like the video if you like this shit. If you don't, I don't know what to say.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete.
Wow.
Touchdown.
He's number 14.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals strike
Antonio Brown. I
quickly
think
here
that's
for
Antonio
6
Brown.
points. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Son of a bitch. 2 plays, huh? Fuck. I already threw 2 interceptions.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Looks like we need a Detroit user.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
60 out long.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A handoff for ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
On second down, ETN once more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's a give to ETN. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Good ass hit.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Smash that shit.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to ETN running right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Burrow's throw.
Oh, shit, you got the super crossers.
And he takes
That's
his
bad.
feet
Everybody's going fucking right across each other.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 20 shot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mike 29. Rapid.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11. Shot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Come on, ready?
Mike 29. Quick talking.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I gotta kind of do the same shit.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. Right shot.
Watch the screen.
11.
Check 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Gotta really go through your shit now. He's kind of giving me all the same shit, so I gotta adjust it.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
Ish.
So
That idea ish.
One remaining here as we head toward halftime.
No, we don't want that.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Check. 29 is a mic.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass.
Oh, he got it.
The contact well.
No, he dropped it. Cool. I tried to use her intercept that. Damn, that was a tough one. That was a tough stretch, fellas. FYI.
Play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now ETN.
Oh,
and
that
this
was
play
bad.
is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
Use
what
the
are you
last of their
doing?
timeouts. As the clock
Better
is
that
stopped with
than
21
doing something
seconds to go
worse.
here in the first half.
Do a little bit of this. Let's see what a little bit of this
A
happens.
nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Bad pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes
Still pinned him
over
deep.
here on the punt.
Wanted to get
And
it.
control of the football switching hands
Right
with
in the
very
corner.
little
That's a good
time
punter right
remaining
there.
until the half.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Plays hot. Punt. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Check safety. Out. Check 9. Check 3.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This goes out wide for Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen
And he
City,
gets the
and
ball
it's
the
the
second
Bengals
half.
leading this one. As we
Decided
send you
to throw
down
two
to Orlando,
from
where
first quarter
Jonathan Coachman
interceptions.
has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Back-to-back series, by the way.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the
But we're trying to lock him down.
begin quarter number 3.
Kind of doing a lot of the same stuff, so now I got to kind of
They'll elect to bring it out
same
here from the end
stuff with
zone.
him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Burrow on play action.
Oh,
Sliding
wide
out of the
open.
pocket. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he
Close.
just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Another tote for ETN. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lawrence on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
All right, I'm going for it, man. I'm going for it. I'm fucking 2 touchdowns behind.
So. Instead of trying to get it all back in one shot,
if I'm in the wrong, speak now in the comments or whatever holds your peace.
Instead of in big chunks.
For real.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Delta.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Got that run game.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies
Locked
there, and that's
up
when you kind of
very
find
well.
out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's out quickly to Chenault. They find some open field here.
Yeah, good catch. Good job.
Go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch.
Kept those feet in.
So often on these
Cut
RPOs,
here.
we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond, but on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give running right, ETN. And there is nowhere for
Plugged
him
it.
to cut back
Plugged
as
it
he's
up.
taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, excuse me.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. ETN once more. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. All right, they're going to
go again.
Hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Look at me, zipper. Here we go. Yep. Here we go. 61, matchbox lights. 57. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll run with ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey. Hey, Charlie.
Now Lawrence.
Damn it.
And it'll be intercepted.
Oh, that was a lineman. I didn't change the tight end out to that dude.
Here. It's a touchback.
Oh, that's bad.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's the risk of doing that.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with.
Climbing over my guys.
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Good game.
No gain
Good
that
game,
time,
Red
and now
Floor.
it's 3rd and goal. So
Yeah, my fucking INTs in the first fucking quarter just killed me. I thought it was a pretty fair game. I threw 2 INTs right off the bat. Put him one, he ran it to the 1-yard line, I think. Then he was able to just run it in, and then the second one was a pick 6. So I gave him fucking 14 points. Other than that, it was offensively a pretty fair game. I got beat up. I think I got beat up on the defense.
What they plan to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers.
We'll build them up. We'll get them built up. Move my players around.
1-3, and they'll be
It
at
usually
home
takes me a
next
while to
week
get the team
for a
rolling.
date with the Tennessee Titans.
2
And for
INTs,
Charles
man.
Davis and our entire crew,
Right in
I'm
the
Brandon
beginning of
Gaudin.
the
You've been
game.
watching the NFL.
First quarter, first 2 possessions were INTs. It was flawless after that, but after... Alright, let's take a look at this shit. I should have ran through the stats. Man, I fucked up. I wanted to run through the stats. I always do a stat highlight. I'll still do it anyway. I like it fresh out the game because then sometimes I'll even jump into the replays. I could have showed you guys my INTs. I always give the INTs and sack lights their props. Alright, not a bad game. Running back got some upgrade points. View box score. So good game, Bengals. That was a good game indeed. I wish I would have played a better first quarter. Maybe the game would have been a lot tighter. But nonetheless, 3 INTs, 3 turnovers. I cannot get him for shit. That's gonna hurt any game. Take a look at the player stats. Burrow, let's see, 1 touchdown, no INTs, 9 for 15, 60%. He was really dotting me up in the first quarter or first half. He likes to do the crossers that go up and over and then underneath, the drag. And, so you got to make those adjustments pretty quick and then, use the safety and kind of cover his predominant guy. And hopefully your other guys can do a good job with the rest. Once I figured it out, his passing game went down. Wasn't really as efficient. His running game went up, obviously. But Lawrence, we finally figured out a decent game plan and got a touchdown. Let's take a look at what he was. He is 12 for 18, 66%. Yeah, 12 for 18 is not that bad. But the 3 INTs, if you count that in, gosh, we're going to highlight that indeed. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdowns. Etienne with the touchdown, 18 for 95 yards. Much better run game than I did. I was covering his passing game pretty heavily after he beat my shit up in the first half. 24 for 75 yards, touchdown. Robinson 2 for 6. We'll look at the receiving yards. You got Goodwin 2 for 116 yards with the touchdown. Darren Waller 5 for 45. You have Chenault 2 for 45. You got Travis 3 for 25 yards. Jamal Agnew 2 for 23. Mixon 2 for 21. Ingram 1 for 21. Chark 1 for 16. Burton 1 for 9 with the touchdown. Burton with the only touchdown for Trevor Lawrence today. Jordan Matthew 1 for 5. So the ball is distributed around pretty heavily, I think, on my end. His end, Goodwin, Waller, and Mixon. Yeah. Hit his tight end. No. He must have had a drop or something. That's why he's highlighted. No catches, nothing. Anyways, defense. Bates, tackle for loss. Trey 3, tackle for loss. Damn, yeah, that left side was tough. That was tough. I was having a hard time on the left side. Baker 2, tackles for loss. Bell 1 with the INT on top of that. Let's see if he got the touchdown. Yep, there's that. Yeah, there's points, easy points. Jump to a 14-point lead right off the bat. Campbell, nothing there, nothing. Got another INT by Pratt. He ran that one for a yard, and he did the rest. Bengals offense did the rest. Logan Wilson, tackle for loss. Trey Waynes, INT. Yeah, but he dominated my my defense, my run game. I couldn't get the run game going. Passing game was okay. I got lucky on those third down conversions, but at the end of the day, man, those 2 INTs in the first quarter really just made it challenging to stay on pace. That's it. Right on. Thanks for watching. I'm out.